You will be having the space in the shoulder, and from sitting on the shoulders of Paramashiva, Guru himself, traveling to Kailasa and experiencing Paramashiva in ultimate, blissful, safest, bestest way. Nithyananda Paramashivam. Om Nithyananda Paramashivam. Om Nithyananda Paramashivam.
World is talking about the numbers, and the numbers are favoring Hindus because
Hindus are successful.
yes. Are you curious about the secret behind the success and what the Hindu identity, the Hindu values have? How they managed to get success in this today's world, and what is the real catalyst? Are you curious about it? Today we're going to discuss about all the Hindus and decode the success story of the Hindus. Hello Nithyanandam, my name is Sri Nithya Premiyananda.
And I am Sri Nithya Brahmasukhananda Maharaj.
And it's all about Kailasa's Nithyananda Rudra show. So before getting to the details, let's start the Sadguru Vandanam.
Nithyanandam Paramasugadam Kevalam Jnanamurtim Dvandvadidam Gagana Sadrisham Tattvamashadilaksham Egam Nityam Vimalamachalam Sarvadi Shakshi Bhudam Bhavatidam Trigunaragitam Sadgurum Tam Namami.
Yes, Nithyanandam everyone, we welcome all of you for this wonderful segment of Kailasa's Nithyananda Rudras. And we are also celebrating the Guru Purnima. It is like that we are getting ready for the grand celebration of Guru Purnima also.
Yes.
So yes, today is all about, I think the whole world is talking about the Hindus now, because the numbers, the statistics are favoring the Hindus because they are successful. So before getting into this, let's understand what these numbers are talking about. And the current world is most towards the West. What West is speaking, it's been almost like projected everywhere. Let us see what these Hindus have influenced in America, the United States of America.
Yes, if we look at the statistics, if we look at the numbers, they're all favoring the Hindus all over the world. Hindu community, the ethnic Hindu community is the most successful, be it in any dimension, be it in terms of the wealth they are accumulating, be it in the terms of the influence they have, be it in terms of the education, be it in terms of the value of non-violence which they project, being the least crime, basically the crime-free population in any country. Let's come to the numbers. For example, in the United States, the median income for the Hindu population is $120,000 per year, the highest among all the ethnic groups in the country. When it comes to the education, at least 80% of the Hindus, of the Hindu population, have at least a bachelor's degree. Right? It is much more as compared to the overall average in the American population. When we look at the startups, the business world, what do we see? Hindus, who make up 1% of the whole overall American population, constitute 8% of the startup founders. And 1/3 of the tech companies in the Silicon Valley are owned by Hindus. Just 1% of the population. And again, if you talk about the education, what are the fields that they are basically majoring in mostly? It's education, it's engineering, it's computer science, it's the natural sciences, business management, all these fields which are directly related to contribution, building stuff. Hindus are the STEM fields basically. The Hindus are more and more inclined towards building stuff and building infrastructure and actually directly, tangibly contributing to their community. Another very important fact, Hindus make up the most stable families. The least divorce rate is among the Hindus today. When we see in the Western world, the overall family system is literally breaking down with divorce rates going as high as 50%, 60%, 70%. but it is the Hindu families which are still holding that the core system, the value system of having a stable family, also providing for the proper nourishment of the children who are the future of the generation, right? Poverty, if we talk about, the average poverty in United States is 30%, but for Hindus, it is just 6%. So we see field after field after field, the Hindus have the least prison population in the United States, and actually, in fact, in any other country. If we look at the prison statistics, the prison population, the least amount of people are Hindus, and actually practically negligible. They're just 0.01%. What does it even make? So we see numbers are just favoring Hindus. They are literally glorifying the success of Hindus all over the world, in literally every single field. Hindus are winners. They are the most successful. In fact, even if we talk about the CEOs, the top CEOs in overall the Fortune 500 companies, a huge percentage of them are Hindus. So what is it that really makes Hindus so special and literally makes them the winners? What is it? What is the secret? The secret lies in the Hindu identity. And what is it in the Hindu identity that makes you a winner? That's what we'll be discussing.
And moreover, success, it is all about the whole community. It is not the individual person who got success.
Yes.
It is the whole community able to match, like able to be the catalyst field in the current world success. So that is what we're going to decode in this today's show.
Yes.
So when you talk about the Hindu identity, what you really meant the Hindu identity?
There's a very important difference. There are all kinds of people in the world, all cultures, religions, traditions, right? Everything you can even be a part of your identity. Nationality can be a part of your identity. Your religion can be a part of your identity, anything. But there's a very special thing about Hindu identity which makes it unique and powerful. Hindu identity is based on consciousness. It's not just based on mind and ideas and values which you can simply pick up from a book or learn from the core cosmic identity of each and every individual. Just when it is awakened in you, it just does the magic and makes you a successful person and even gives you the ultimate gifts in the world.
I think the current world is talking about the great success the Hindus have brought down. But all of us should understand that what made them successful. Everyone is celebrating today's Hindu success, like everywhere. There's a community or even in the America. They were more successful, starting from the poverty rate or the education field. Everything they were successful. But what is the one catalyst which they have used, which is the Hindu identity? We should understand that when we go details about into that core value, when only we can easily map into our world and get in success. So that is what we're talking about. The current, the world should understand why Hindus are successful.
Yes.
See, when we talk about the Hindu identity, because they are most contributors,
Exactly.
they are like most non-violent, ethnic, the whole they brought into the culture where they like coexistence. So that is the one thing which the Hindus, wherever they settle, they were peaceful coexistence community.
Yes. It's because of this reality of this value system and these cognitions, the powerful cognitions which Hindus carry from generations after generation. Many times even they don't even know consciously, but from their very upbringing, this value system is ingrained in them of being completely life positive, of being peaceful, of being non-violent, of being inclusive. All these things, all the best gifts which they have inherited from their parents, from their whole lineage, it makes them the asset, the most significant, most important asset for the entire world today. This simple life positivity and simple contribution, just contribute. This lifestyle of contributing all the time makes Hindus the assets for the current world. And we've seen in today's world, right, most of these values are literally getting eroded from all around us.
Yes.
The whole world is literally suffering from a lot of negativity, wars, conflicts, for little insignificant things also we are resorting to violent conflicts as well. So our value system is getting degraded. The same value system which forms the core of the Hindu identity, that value system, that makes Hindu identity as the asset for today's world.
I think viewers may ask, what is special about this show?
Yes.
If you just go Google, almost like millions and millions of videos will be all day on the internet, which talks about the statistics about the Hindus, right? But the problem is the neo-Hindutva groups, which they feel they can just take this fruit just by cutting the, they don't care about the tree or the roots.
Yes.
It is the Hindu gurus, the Hindu identity which brought success for the Hindus. It is, but the current world, the Neo Hindutva group, they're trying to just take the fruit alone. They just want the apple. They don't want the stem or the tree.
Yes.
So this show is all about understanding the roots of the success behind the Hindus.
Yes, exactly. Because as I just spoke a while back, it's not just a value system, just a mind-based, some values you learn, some morals you learn and start imitating. Okay, maybe superficial level you'll benefit a little, no doubt about that. But the root of it, that is what keeps it alive for generations and millenniums to come, right? And that root is only the Hindu gurus. From centuries and from millenniums, Hindu gurus have literally given their whole lives to protect the Hindu identity, to nurture the Hindu identity in the younger generations, in the future generations of their times. It is only because of the sacrifice of Hindu gurus and the power literally which they radiate across all the generations. It is only the Hindu gurus which have kept this Hindu identity alive, and only Hindu gurus can keep it alive. Why? Because Hindu identity is consciousness based. It's something which you carry in your DNA, and who will awaken that DNA? It's only an enlightened being, an incarnation who can awaken your DNA, who can awaken your Hindu identity literally. So it is only because of Hindu gurus that Hindu identity is at least even alive even today in today's world. So much of persecution has been faced by Hindus, especially by Hindu gurus. Literally, if you look at the history, so many gurus have they've given their lives. Naga sadhus, they have fought to protect Hindu ecosystem at that time, to protect Hindus at that time. Many of them have laid down their lives. For example, Guru Gobind Singh. Right? He was murdered by the anti-Hindu forces. So much of sacrifice for what? Because they know the importance, they know the power of this Hindu identity and what it does to the humanity. Just by awakening the DNA and making this lineage, this ecosystem sustainably run for generations and generations to come, it makes the whole planet Earth a better place to live, and literally we can thrive and live together and be prosperous together and achieve our true purpose in life.
I think, okay, everyone understood that Hindus are successful and they really want this identity to be kept alive.
Yes.
The next thing which we're going to deep dive into is why only the Hindu gurus can keep this alive.
Yes.
So before getting into the details, we're going to have a short break. We request all the viewers to stay tuned for the next revealing the truths about why the Hindu gurus alone can protect. Only they can keep this ecosystem or a Hindu identity alive.
Yes.
So stay tuned. We're going to have a short break now.
This Paramashivoham is like literally the ultimate journey in a most safest way. The principal cognitions they will be manifesting experientially. Each of the principal cognitions, the principal truths, the whole science of manifesting Paramashiva in you is presented as 4 major paths: Tariya Pada, Kriya Pada, Yoga Pada, Jnana Pada. The whole Hinduism is founded on these 4 words. Holding the cognition you are the ultimate Paramashiva and making that as your lifestyle, manifesting the state of Paramashiva, space of Paramashiva, powers of Paramashiva, everything of Paramashiva in your day-to-day life, learning it, manifesting it, living it, you will be having the space in the shoulder, and from sitting on the shoulders of Paramashiva, Guru himself, traveling to Kailasa and experiencing Paramashiva in ultimate, blissful, safest, bestest way. This Paramashivoham is like literally the ultimate journey in a most safest way. The principal cognitions we will be manifesting experientially each of the principal cognitions, the principal truths, the whole science of manifesting Paramashiva in you is presented as four major paths: Tariya Pada, Kriya Pada, Yoga Pada, Jnana Pada. The whole Hinduism is founded on these four words. Holding the cognition you are the ultimate Paramashiva and making that as your lifestyle, manifesting the state of Paramashiva, space of Paramashiva, powers of Paramashiva, everything of Paramashiva in your day-to-day life, learning it, manifesting it, living it. You will be having the space in the shoulder, and from sitting on the shoulders of Paramashiva, Guru himself, traveling to Kailasa and experiencing Paramashiva in ultimate, blissful, safest, bestest way. This Paramashivoham is like literally the ultimate journey in a most safest way. The principal cognitions we will be manifesting experientially each of the principal cognitions, the principal truths, the whole science of manifesting Paramashiva in you is presented as four major paths: Tariya Pada, Kriya Pada, Yoga Pada, Jnana Pada. The whole Hinduism is founded on these four words. Holding the cognition you are the ultimate Paramashiva and making that as your lifestyle, manifesting the state of Paramashiva, space of Paramashiva, powers of Paramashiva, everything of Paramashiva in your day-to-day life, learning it, manifesting it, living it. You will be having the space in the shoulder, and from sitting on the shoulders of Paramashiva, Guru himself, traveling to Kailasa and
Yes, Nithyananda. So in this, Kailasa's Nithyananda Rudra shows we have been decoding how the Hindus are successful. First, we have seen the statistics, how Hindus are the mere successful in wherever they have settled, they are more successful. Because the Hindu value, the Hindu identity. What are those Hindu values and identities? They are always inclusive, non-violent, went on contributing to the society. Above all, they're always having the life positive approach, right? So these are the identities, these are the Hindu values which make them successful. Now let us talking about the survival. How are we going to keep this Hindu identity for the generations to come? Yes, we had all these ecosystems. Hindus were able to enjoy this, and able to get success in their field wherever they went. The science, maths, technology, whatever, they were able to successful. But now let us talk about the future. How are we going to keep this identity and serve the future which is going to come long and long and long? The only solution is Hindu gurus. So in this segment, we're going to speak about how only the Hindu gurus can keep it alive. Because the early segment we are speaking about the Hindu identity, it is not just about body and mind. The Hindu identity is based on the consciousness, the ultimate truth, not just the mind and body, what the Western, the current education teaches us. It is more than that. It is more than the body and mind. It is the consciousness. If it is just a body and mind, like we can just go over a couple of books and get some teachings, we can do that. But it is more than that. It is about the consciousness. It is not just a collection of beliefs and the faiths passed from the parents to the children, or the teachers to the children's. It is based on the powerful cognition which is passed down from DNA to the DNA. It is not the verbal communication, it is not the visual communication, it is passed from a DNA to the DNA. So, when we talk about the consciousness, so that is where the Hindu gurus comes in.
Yes.
To give you this conscious experience, only a man, a being which have these super conscious breakthroughs can give you this conscious transitions. If it's just a habits or a beliefs, simply reading a couple of books and doing a few rituals, we would be able to keep this Hindu identity alive. But it is not about that. Because it is all about the consciousness. We need a super conscious being, an incarnation, an avatar, or an enlightened master to awaken your DNA from your human DNA into a super conscious DNA. So that is why we all need a Hindu guru to keep this Hindu identity alive. Even the Supreme Point of Hinduism said, Hinduism is nothing but the Guru Shishya Parampara. It is from the years and years of the Hindu gurus who kept this lineage alive, who kept this science alive and transferred to their generation only because of their extreme tyaga and their hard work and their dedication to these principles. Their life commitment to keeping the science alive, they were able to make this as a successful Hindu community, right?
Yes.
So it is only the contributions the Hindu gurus have done till now made the Hindus are successful today.
Yes. In fact, I would like to add one more point. It is so unfortunate, Maharaj, for today's generation, at least the new generation, the urban generation, for all the Hindu kids or the Hindu children who have been born and brought up in the cities. Let's say even if we talk about India, the major cities, metropolitan cities, they just have no clue about this whole powerful ecosystem, which was existing even as later as, let's say, 20 years, 30 years, 40 years before, all over India. All villages, towns, everywhere in each of these, at least one power manifesting enlightened being was there in each and every street of every town and village of India. It is something which they can't even recognize, they can't even fathom. Like, is it really possible, right? We see all these shows today showing the ancients, how they manifested powers. Were they aliens or were they this? Hindu ecosystem had these power manifesting beings just 30-40 years before, manifesting powers, teaching this science of power manifestation and giving these gifts, keeping this whole ecosystem alive for the future generations. The whole system has been unfortunately destroyed, and the worst thing that has happened is it has been destroyed from the very minds of the younger generation.
Yes.
Right? Current Hindu kids, the next generation of Hindus, they don't even know about the possibility of the Hindu identity and what all gifts can it even bring. Even we have just talked about the tangible, the so-called practical benefits. We have not even started talking about the actual, the spiritual, the core benefits which Hindu identity really gives. Right? How it makes you manifest powers, how it makes you literally cognize and travel all the different planes of existence. We are not even speaking about that. We are just talking about the practical aspects, but even that they are completely oblivious about. They don't even know about all these possibilities. That is where the Hindu gurus come in. That is where their significance, their importance and their role comes in, right? It is only because so many attacks on the Hindu gurus have happened in the recent past, and actually in the past 1,000 years, Hindu gurus are the worst victims of the persecution from the anti-Hindu forces. Why? Because the anti-Hindu forces know the power of the Hindu gurus. They know what they are capable of doing. And they know that to destroy Hinduism, to destroy Hindu ecosystem, it is important to destroy Hindu gurus. That's why they have been persecuted so much, right? So much of history we have seen of the persecution of Hindu gurus and how they have retaliated and they have persisted and tried to protect Hinduism and the Hindu ecosystem in their times on the face of the invaders and all the attackers, right? For example, Guru Tegh Bahadur, we just spoke about, literally fighting against all the anti-Hindu forces and sacrificed his whole life. Guru Arjan Dev, another very powerful example of a Hindu guru doing the same. And even if we go back in the history, gurus like Chanakya, right, and the powerful gurus like Dronacharya, all these powerful beings who were there manifesting the greatest courage and strength and keeping the whole ecosystem alive, because that is the core responsibility. The main responsibility of the Hindu guru is to make sure the Hindu identity is kept alive in the next generation and nurturing them properly from a very young age, right? It is simply because of this that there has been so much attacks on Hindu gurus and their ecosystem. The whole Gurukul system has been literally destroyed from the current wherever the Hindus are. The only education which has been made available for Hindus today is the Macaulay education, right? Even during the British era, what happened? Simply by, because the colonizers, they were very sure, they knew how to erase the identity from the very minds of the Hindus. That's why they destroyed the Gurukul education system and replaced it with their own education system, which was fundamentally anti-Hindu in nature, which put a very negative narrative, a very wrong narrative of Hinduism in the minds of the next generation of Hindus, and that's how it destroyed. That's why today we don't even see the next generation of Hindus, the Hindu kids, even cognizing the possibilities, the highest possibilities of carrying the Hindu identity, even for basic success in life, richness. So much we have seen, right? Hindus, there are so much of success. They are, all over the world. They are manifesting, but they don't even know from where is it coming. It's coming from all these value systems which are still there in their DNA. They may not even know.
I think when you speak about the Hindu, current Hindu guru, children's, I just want to pinpoint to all the Hindus today, who are successful today, make sure, please understand, today your children is enjoying the wealth you have created, enjoying the name you have created, but what you are going to keep the ecosystem, how you are going to keep this. How many of you know, even you are rich today, you are enjoying everything today, but when you pass away, your souls are just floating around because the Hindu kids are not familiar with the rituals to give them the liberations, right? So all the NRIs, all the successful Hindus, they enjoying everything today. They are not able to give the same science, the same ecosystem to the Hindu kids because the whole education system, the Gurukul system is destroyed. And even this whole thought of neo-Hindutva is penetrating into this current world Hindu kids. That's what we should take. So it is the responsibility for all of us to keep this Hindu identity alive. So that is why we just tell about the Hindu gurus, because they are the only solutions to keep this Hindu identity. Because our Hindu identity is more than your body and mind. It is the consciousness. That is why we all speak about Dikshas and initiation. So only through this Diksha and the initiation, the cosmic science, is the cosmic science of awakening the individual identity to the Hindu identity. It is a true cosmic identity, the Pratyekatma Chaitanya Chakradam. It is the reprogramming of your whole DNA to manifest this cosmic truth. Any kid can just come up across and they feel like, I'm part of this world. Why I'm lacking in this success? Because they are not initiated into this science. They are still floating around in the human identity. The only through the incarnation in Avatar, only through his initiation through the Diksha, the human identity can be converted into the Hindu identity. So only by doing this, we were able to keep this Hindu ecosystem, the Hindu identity, keep alive. So okay, let's talk about the Hindu gurus. So what is happening to them? See, when whoever wants to destroy the anything in the world, they're not just going to if we want to remove a tree, they're going to cannot spend time on just plucking one by one leaves. What they'll just go get into this root and then they will destroy it. They'll plug it out. The same way, this because the Hindu gurus are the roots for this whole ecosystem. That is why all the attacks are happening to the Hindu gurus. So next segment, we're going to see about what is happening to the Hindu gurus in this today's world. Why they are keep being persecuted left and right. Because they are the roots they are the only savior for this Hindu identity. So now, next segment, we're going to see about the actual happening to the Hindu gurus in this current world. So stay tuned for this more information.
Paramashiva in ultimate, blissful, safest, bestest way. This Paramashivoham is like literally the ultimate journey in a most safest way. The principal cognitions we will be manifesting experientially. Each of the principal cognitions, the principal truths, the whole science of manifesting Paramashiva in you is presented as four major paths: Tariya Pada, Kriya Pada, Yoga Pada, Jnana Pada. The whole Hinduism is founded on these four words. Holding the cognition you are the ultimate Paramashiva and making that as your lifestyle, manifesting the state of Paramashiva, space of Paramashiva, powers of Paramashiva, everything of Paramashiva in your day-to-day life, learning it, manifesting it, living it, you will be having the space in the shoulder, and from sitting on the shoulders of Paramashiva, Guru himself, traveling to Kailasa and experiencing Paramashiva in ultimate, blissful, safest, bestest way. This Paramashivoham is like literally the ultimate journey in a most safest way. The principal cognitions we will be manifesting experientially. Each of the principal cognitions, the principal truths, the whole science of manifesting Paramashiva in you is presented as four major paths: Tariya Pada, Kriya Pada, Yoga Pada, Jnana Pada. The whole Hinduism is founded on these four words. Holding the cognition you are the ultimate Paramashiva and making that as your lifestyle, manifesting the state of Paramashiva, space of Paramashiva, powers of Paramashiva, everything of Paramashiva in your day-to-day life, learning it, manifesting it, living it, you will be having the space in the shoulder, and from sitting on the shoulders of Paramashiva, Guru himself, traveling to Kailasa and experiencing Paramashiva in ultimate, blissful, safest, bestest way. This Paramashivoham is like literally the ultimate journey in a most safest way. The principal cognitions we will be manifesting experientially.
Nithyanandam, welcome back. So till now we have seen how Hindus have been successful all over the world. They have been winning. They have been the richest community. They have been the most successful in all walks of life. So what is the reason behind the success? We've talked about it, we discussed the core reason being the Hindu identity, the powerful Hindu identity, the life positive values, the contributing nature of Hindus, which runs down from generations and generations of lineage and Hindu ecosystem which has been kept alive. From there we get these values, and it's only because of the outer manifestation of these values that gives Hindus the success and makes them win in all walks of life. Next we discussed what is it really that makes this Hindu identity sustainable for across the generations. Who kept it alive till now, and who can keep it alive for the future generations? It is only the Hindu gurus who have kept it alive till now and have the capacity and the power to keep the Hindu identity alive for and thriving for the future generations also. Why only Hindu gurus? Because Hindu identity is not just a belief-based identity. It's not just, some mind and body-based beliefs and practices and habits which you can just learn from a teacher or from a course, from online courses. No, it is something which comes from our innate being, from awakening the consciousness itself. That consciousness literally starts manifesting and giving all these best gifts in our life, from health, wealth, relationships, career success, and all the way till enlightenment itself. all these best gifts only by awakening our consciousness, awakening the core Hindu identity, the cosmic identity in us. Who can do it? Only someone who has himself the experience of the cosmic identity, isn't it? Only from that being a powerful incarnation and enlightened being can this job even happen. Only that being can awaken the Hindu identity in another individual. Not from a book, not from just a mundane teacher, only from a guru, only from a Hindu guru can this happen. It's only the Hindu gurus who have maintained and who have protected this lineage all the way dating back to Paramashiva himself, when the Supreme Consciousness landed himself in the form on the planet Earth and started this whole parampara, the Guru parampara, and created the first Hindu ecosystem. And then after that, it's only the Hindu gurus who have, from generation to generation, by the powerful science of Diksha, that is initiation, have kept this whole ecosystem alive, have kept this whole Hindu identity alive on planet Earth. And it's only because of that Hindu identity today that the current generation of Hindus, the Hindu children, they are also benefiting, even subconsciously and unconsciously benefiting from the power of the Hindu identity. But it's not just that, because we have to keep this identity alive for the future generations also. Since the Hindu identity is such an asset, Hindus are such an asset for the entire world, it's very important to keep the Hindu identity alive and protected for the future generations. For that, we need to protect Hindu gurus. It is the Hindu gurus who are the core of the Hindu ecosystem, and that's the reason they have been persecuted so much. And we have just discussed the examples of so many gurus which were literally, they were persecuted, killed, murdered by the anti-Hindu forces just simply because of the fact that they were they were sticking their neck out against the anti-Hindu forces, against the forces who were trying to destroy the Hindu ecosystem, who were trying to destroy Hinduism from the planet Earth, because they know Hinduism is the most powerful, the ancient science which keeps the Enlightenment sciences alive on planet Earth again and again till the eternity. It is the responsibility of the Hindus to keep this Enlightenment science alive. And that's the reason why so many Hindu gurus have been persecuted. One more important thing that is happening today is the completely wrong narrative about Hindu gurus that is spreading all over the social media and all over basically the psychological warfare that is happening against Hindus is giving the wrong narrative about Hindu gurus. Even in our movies, in our cinema, Hindu gurus are just shown as meditating somewhere deep forest or on a mountain or somewhere, completely oblivious from what is happening in the current world. No, that is not the reality. That is not the Hindu history, the real history. Hindu gurus have not just been meditators, they have been kings, they have been sovereign kings who have ran kingdoms and kept the ecosystem alive legally with warfare and using all the tools, have even run politically. Political nations, 56 Hindu nations were running at the time before the invasion started happening. So many Hindu gurus and enlightened kings were at the center, at the core of the administration of the Hindu ecosystems. So Hindu gurus are not just, secluded meditators, so to speak. They have been active and politically, socially, spiritually, definitely have been active in protecting the Hindu identity today. But from now on, we see that so much of persecution has been happening. So what is it? How can we really protect the Hindu identity? Maharaj, do you want to speak? How can we really protect? What is the solution for protecting the Hindu identity for the future?
It's only to the Hindu nation we can protect the roots, the only saviors of the Hinduism, who are the Hindu gurus, and also the whole Hindu identity. Yes, we spoke about all the things, right? But today, if we look at the Hindus around, are they safe today? Just go back and almost like last 2000 years.
Yes.
The whole genocide happened across the Hinduism. It is about to eliminate these Hindu gurus. Right? It is not just a simple genocide. It is a cultural genocide. Yes. Happened to eliminate the Hindu gurus because they are the core of the Hindu identity. They are the core of the Hindu temples. They are the core for the Hindu libraries. Everything. Whatever the science you take from Hinduism, they are the Hindu gurus are the core of everything. Even the Supreme Court of Hinduism said, you can go on, eliminate, destroy how Nalanda happened. Nalanda Hindu University have been burnt alive. The same way, you can go on burn any libraries, temple, destruct, how many Hindu temples have been brought to the grounds. You can go on do that. But if one Hindu gurus, even a last, till the last Brahmin is alive in this world, Hinduism can be revived because they are the only, because they are the roots, they are the seeds of the Hinduism. This whole Kailasa, the supreme point of Hinduism, the first nation for Hinduism, is all about keeping the seed of the Hinduism. Kailasa is going to be a seed bank of Hinduism. All the Hindu gurus, they don't just you just need a spiritual powers to be just keep the science alive. They needs to be politically safe, legally safe. So this Kailasa, the supreme point of Hinduism, is building this. The first Hindu nation is to give the political safe place for the Hindus to even to revive whatever damage have done, right? To just keep whatever we have now and to even revive whatever destruction have happened in the past. So only through the Hindu nation, the Kailasa, the supreme point of Hinduism, is reviving now the first Hindu nation. We can rebuild all the things which we have lost in the Hindu ecosystem.
Yes, exactly. Because if we just look at, one very important quality also, which is a part of the Hindu identity, is the resilience. Hindus which they have demonstrated in all these 1,000 years. Again and again, their ecosystems were destroyed, but again they got together and rebuilt the ecosystem. Again and again, as the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism also puts it, it's like a honeycomb. Kind of the way the honeybees, the way they form their colony, the way they form the honeycomb, and the hunter comes and destroys the honeycomb. Again, they get together, start building the comb. Again, a hunter comes, destroys the honeycomb. Again, they start building it. That's how the Hindus really have been living all these thousands of years, right? Because they are contributing. So much of contributing nature is there. Even if the whole ecosystem is destroyed, they'll again get together and start rebuilding it. Problem is, now we can't even afford to waste time on that, because the whole planet Earth, so much of negativity has filled us all over the world. Because we need not only to protect what we have, as Maharaj just put it, we need to revive all the sciences that we have lost, and we need an ecosystem, a protected womb, so to speak, which can be sustained for a long time without any interference, without any interference, political, legal, from any external sources. That is what requires. That is the reason we require a Hindu nation, because it's not just religious freedom or some social freedom which will get the job done. Hindu gurus need a political freedom, legal freedom, a sovereign land, even a territory, without any interference from external sources, to do this very important job of protecting and rebuilding the Hindu ecosystem on planet Earth, to keep the planet Earth safe and thriving for the future generations.
I think we want all of you to pinpoint to this one or few of the statements, which is Hindu identity is under attack.
Yes.
Hindu gurus are under attack. Even all the Hindus can gather together and they just start working together to revive this. There is no safe place in this current world where the Hindu gurus can sit and revive this whole science, because we just don't need just a cultural and religious sovereignty, religious freedom. We need a political and legal freedom, a sovereign place which they can sit and revive this whole science. So Kailasa is the only place, the safe haven for all the Hindus, not only to practice, even revive all the science we have lost during the whole persecutions. So that is why the supreme point of Hinduism is considered as the lost lamb for Hinduism, because he put his own life to risk to make this only one mission successful, which is building Kailasa, the first nation for Hindus. Yes, today we spoke about the Hindus' success. World knows Hindus are the third biggest religion in the world, but there is no Hindu country today. We had 56, but we are lost.
Yes.
There is no politically safe place in current world other than Kailasa for Hindus, even to practice all the science. How many of you Hindus are known that even though there are many places, Hindus are major population, globally Hindus are the minorities.
Yes.
Right? They lost many rights, even practice small the traditional rituals. There are many places that even small traditional rituals have been banned. the very identity, the core principles getting the ban. So we need a political and legal safe place, a freedoms, the sovereign place where nothing can obstruct it. We cannot go and say like, let me build a mountain or a fort in a sand, like how this beach. The
Yes.
kids will go and build a mountain. Once the waves comes, they'll just take away. We cannot afford that now. We have to build a fort now, which cannot be destroyed forever. So Kailasa is all about that. The first nation for Hindus, which Supreme Court of Hinduism is reviving now, is just to be a seed bank for the Hinduism and safe place and keep these signs alive. Just to keep this science, the Hindu sciences alive for the generations to follow and practice and achieve success in their life.
Yes. We have seen among all the Hindu gurus, the supreme pontiff of Hinduism, Bhagavan Nithyananda Paramashivam, facing the worst level of persecution, because it is his very mission in life to revive Sanatana Hindu Dharma, to revive Hinduism, to revive the powerful Hindu identity and spread it across the all the current modern day humanity. And that is exactly why he has been persecuted so much and so badly by the anti-Hindu forces. And it's only because of that reason that he has created Kailasa, the first nation for all Hindus, with the core purpose to be the fort and the seed bank for Hinduism and keeping Hinduism alive for eternity, so that nobody in the future can even think about attacking or destroying the Hindu ecosystem. And so much of contribution the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism is making, has already made so many contributions for the entire global community in terms of various dimensions. For example, reviving the Hindu library, the Jnanalaya, with all the sacred scriptures, original ancient manuscripts have been digitized by the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, just to preserve the authentic Hindu scriptures, whatever are left. Just 1% are left today from the whole, the entire Hindu scriptures, what we had. Preserving all those for future generations is the work of Hindu library, Kailasa's Hindu library, which is he's doing. Then the Kailasa's Hindu University, right, Nithyananda Hindu University, again, a very important step by the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism to revive Hinduism. And so many other dimensions, Hindu education, the Hindu Gurukul is being revived by the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism. Other fields being Hindu economics, Hindu health, Hindu science of power manifestation, and very importantly, the Hindu temple science, right? Because temples are the core of the Hindu ecosystem. Reviving the authentic Hindu temples and the whole the way of doing the rituals, the authentic way of doing the rituals as per the Vedas and Agamas, the source scriptures of Hinduism. This entire Hindu science authentically from the Vedas and Agamas is being revived by the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism in Kailasa. And that is what is the core purpose of Kailasa, to revive Hinduism, to revive the Hindu identity and keep it alive for the future generations to come, right? And it's very important for us to understand that supporting Kailasa is literally supporting the Hindu children, because the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism has this as its main focus is on the future generations of Hindus, how the science can be communicated to the future generations, how the next generation of Hindu kids can be made into power manifestors and the future leaders to guide the entire world, to literally take the entire world to the next stage of superconscious breakthrough and guiding them through all the negativity that is happening right now. This is the core context with which the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism is creating Kailasa and is reviving the Hindu ecosystem. And that's why it's literally investing in Kailasa is investing in the future of all the Hindus and the future of the Hindu civilization.
I think even all the viewers wanted to know that, yes, they all understood that only through the Kailasa, the first nation for Hindus, they can keep this Hindu sciences alive. So all of you want to be part of Kailasa. So next segment is all about how you can be part of this grand revival of the Kailasa.
Yes.
So we're going to have a short break. So next segment, we're going to see about how you can be part of Kailasa. So stay tuned for more information.
Principal cognitions, the principal truths, the whole science of manifesting Paramashiva in you is presented as 4 major paths Charyapada, Kriyapada, Yogapada, Jnanapada. The whole Hinduism is founded on these four words. Holding the cognition you are the ultimate Paramashiva and making that as your lifestyle, manifesting the state of Paramashiva, space of Paramashiva, powers of Paramashiva, everything of Paramashiva in your day-to-day life, learning it, manifesting it, living it, you will be having the space in the shoulder, and from sitting on the shoulders of Paramashiva, Guru himself, traveling to Kailasa and experiencing Paramashiva in ultimate, blissful, safest, bestest way. This Paramashivoham is like literally the ultimate journey in a most safest way. The principal cognitions we will be manifesting experientially. Each of the principal cognitions, the principal truths, the whole science of manifesting Paramashiva in you is presented as four major paths. Charyapada, Kriyapada, Yogapada, Jnanapada. The whole Hinduism is founded on these four words. Holding the cognition you are the...
Welcome back. So last segment we've seen about why Hindu nation, why Kailasa. Because the Hindus are being persecuted, the Hindu gurus are being persecuted, the Hindu identity is in existence. It is being tried to be uprooted everywhere. Only for keeping this science alive, the supreme point of Hinduism is reviving this, the first Hindu nation, Kailasa, to make a political and a sovereign place to keep this science alive. So now all the viewers are curious about how I can be part of Kailasa. Why have to be part of this Kailasa? Why have to be in this mission of reviving this Kailasa? Why have to invest in Kailasa? So Supreme Point of Hinduism has spoken, I think, long ago. Swamiji is very particular about reviving this Hindu children's, the Gurukul systems, yes. Right? Why we have to give our children to Kailasa? Because I think the last segment we have seen, even if a single lost children is kept alive, he can able to revive the Hinduism, right? Yes. So this whole Hindu Gurukul system, the supreme point of Hinduism, is reviving to make the investing, what we have done for this current world is all about investing for the Hindu children. What we are making now is the whole Hindu nation, which is supreme point of Hinduism, is making now and reviving now is not only to be a protect, even to revive all this. So only through the Hindu children's, through the Dikshas and the initiation, where they will be transformed from the human identity to the superconscious identity. Only through that, even they will get to know about the core, why there is need for Hindu nation, why this Hindu identity has to be kept alive. To be part of this, as we all celebrating the Guru Purnima celebrations, the Kailasa has given a wonderful opportunity for all of us to show our gratitude for all the great things the supreme point of Hinduism have contributed in our life, for Hinduism, for Kailasa, for the entire humanity, whatever the contributions we have done till now. It is time for us to show our love and humble gratitude towards the supreme point of Hinduism. To be part of this gratitude celebration for upcoming Guru Purnima, you can just go on and use the link kailasa.org/Guru Purnima and be part of this gratitude celebrations. And next,
yes, in fact, as a part of this gratitude celebration, you can offer your gratitude. It can be in any form. It can be in any art form, a song you want to sing for Swamiji, for the supreme pontiff of Hinduism. It can be a dance form. It can be something you draw, you sketch. It can be in any form, just to show your reference, show your thanks for the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, what change he has brought into your life. And apart from that, there's a big opportunity which Kailasa has opened, which the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism has opened for all the beings who want to support Kailasa, who want to support the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism in this grand mission of reviving Kailasa, of reviving the Sanatana Hindu Dharma on planet Earth, of reviving the Hindu identity and all the benefits of the Hindu identity. As we have just seen, it makes you a winner in life. So we need to protect this identity because it is such a big asset to be on the planet Earth for each and every being. Simply by Hindu identity thriving on planet Earth, the entire planet Earth will thrive, will prosper. And it is because of that it becomes very important for us to be a part and contribute in this great revival of Kailasa, which is meant to protect the Hindu identity. And the opportunity which the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism has opened for all is that you can directly become a member of the Kailasa's Patreon channel. Kailasa and the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism is now available on Patreon, and you can officially become a contributor in the Patreon, Kailasa's Patreon, and directly become a contributor in this grand revival and invest in the future of your children, in the future of this planet Earth, in the future of Hinduism and in fact the whole enlightenment sciences that need to be kept alive on the planet Earth for the benefits and for the betterment of planet Earth. So for that, if you want to support Kailasa, we invite you. The link has been projected at the bottom of your screen, and please go to that link, visit that link. The link is patreon.com/Shri Nithyananda. If you visit this link, you can directly become a member of the Kailasa's Patreon and contribute to this grand revival process and actually invest in the future of Hindu children, of Hinduism, of Hindu identity, and literally be an instrument of Paramashiva himself, who is reviving the entire Hindu sciences on planet Earth.
Yes. So to know more about Kailasa and how Kailasa going to cater all the problems which the current world is facing today.
Yes.
To get to more about that, and even I think all the viewers are very curious about Kailasa, like what is happening in the Kailasa. To get to know more everything about Kailasa, stay tuned every day, same time for the Kailasa's Nithyananda Rudra show. As I think now we are getting ready to have the blessings, the darshan of the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism. So now I request all the participants, let's get ready to receive the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism. Let's all sit straight, head neck spine in the straight line, and in the Namaskara Mudra, and intensely chant the Mahavakya, Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. 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 Om Nithyananda
नित्यानन्देश्वर समारम्भां नित्यानन्देश्वरि मध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्तां वन्दे गुरुपरम्पराम्.
इस समय हमारे साथ उपस्थित सभी दर्शकों और भक्तों का मैं प्रेम एवं आशीर्वाद सहित स्वागत करता हूँ. I welcome all the devotees, disciples, samajis, satsangis, Sri Mahans, Mahans, Kotaris, Tanedars, sitting with us all over the world through Nithyananda TV, Lotus News Channel, Sadhana TV, Ishwar TV, Janashri TV, and two-way video conferencing, having Nayanadiksha in so many countries all over the world. The cities sitting with us, having Nayanadiksha, gathered for today's Kalpataru Darshan. New York, Varanasi, Yogodan, California, Mulund, Mumbai. I welcome all the three cities for Kalpataru Darshan. Cities sitting with us: Saramban, Sivakasi, Toronto, Kailasam, Oklahoma, Somanatham, Washington DC, Sripuram, Seattle, Chidambaram, Vancouver, Bhubaneswar, San Jose, Madurai, Nithyananda Nagaramu, Hyderabad, Singapore, Singapuram, Ohio, Prayag, Charlotte, Srisailam, Varanasi, Nithyananda University, Los Angeles, Nithyananda University, Paris, Simi Valley, California, Hyderabad, Gupta Kashi, Guadalupe, Rameshwaram, San Diego, Tiruvalavai, High Point, North Carolina, Tune Moon, Hong Kong, Bogota, Colombia, Jorpati, Nepal, New Zealand, Adi Arunachalam, China, Rosalie, Olympia, Washington, Selayang, Malaysia, Hyderabad, Gupta Kashi, Melbourne, Australia, Charlotte, Srisailam, Madurai, Dhyanapitham, St. Louis, Tirumala, Houston, Kalahasti, High Point, North Carolina, London, Kashi, San Diego, Tiruvalavai, Minot, North Dakota, Dubai, Vaidyanatham, Ottawa, Canada, Doncaster, UK, Colorado Springs, USA. I welcome all of you with my love and blessings. Today is one of the most auspicious day in Hindu tradition, the grand marriage day. Almost all the great historical marriages happened in Hindu religion, including Mahadeva and Parvati. Mahadeva and Parvati, Subramanya and Devasena, Andal and Rangamannar, Narayana and Komalavalli, Rama and Sita. All these marriages have happened today as part of the Panguni Uttiram celebrations. Subramanya is gracing with Valli and Devasena on Swarnamayura Vahana. We will start the satsang. I will expand on the power of authenticity. Please listen. It is authenticity makes you man. Neither the birth nor the growth of your body or the growth of your wealth makes you a man. It is authenticity which makes you a man. Please listen. All sufferings, when I say all, I mean capital letter ALL. All sufferings is because you forget your identity again and again and again. All the good things are showered on you when you become authentic. Again and again, aligning yourself to authenticity is tapas. From yesterday, so many participants of living Advaita process, have started posting in the Facebook about their inner image, outer image, others' image and life image. Please listen. Inner image is the idea you carry about yourself inside you. Outer image is the way you project yourself. Others' image is how others perceive you, for which you are responsible. Life image is how you perceive others and life. Please listen. Inner image is the idea you carry about yourself. Outer image is the way you project you to others. Life image is how you perceive about others and life. Others' image is how others perceive you, for which you are responsible. So many participants who are participating in the Living Advaita process, the Teamily process, through Facebook have posted. I wanted you to understand this one thing. When you are putting your inner image and outer image, don't try to describe it in just one word. Some of the people have just put Shivoham, 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 Shivoham for all the four. Understand, what do you know about Shiva? Describe the inner image you wanted to have. Even if you define it overall under the title Shivoham, describe what you understand as Shivoham. Because now whatever you describe as your inner image, anything other than that, if it is sitting inside you, it has to be completed and dropped. So, the article title can be Shivoham, but the article has to be written detailed way. When you write inner image Shivoham, describe the detailed qualities. What do you think as Shiva? Please listen. You will not know Shiva as on now, but at least pen down what do you think as Shiva. Let us complete all the incompletions other than your perception of Shiva. For example, if you perceive Shiva, all powerful, all knowing, always compassionate. So now you will have to complete with your ignorance, powerlessness, all ignorance and all violence. You have to complete and drop them. Then don't think you will get only the 3 qualities of Shiva. Once you finish completing with few incompletions, all the qualities of Mahadeva which you imagined and not imagined will break open as if the floodgates were opened inside your system. Understand the purpose for which I am asking you to describe the inner image, outer image, others image, life image. I am describing every single technical term for the convenience of the people who came for today's satsang first time, or people who are coming for the Kalpatara Darshan today in Mulund, Mumbai, and New York, Varanasi, and Yoga Den, California. When you describe your inner image should be like Shiva. What you think as Shiva, describe that. Somebody wrote their inner image should be like a eternally enlightened. Yes, great. What you describe as eternally enlightened, write your definition. Why, if you describe some 2-3 qualities which you think as enlightenment quality or Shiva's quality, and complete with all the incompletions and drop, really that floodgate of Shiva's energy will open in your system. You may describe Shiva as all-knower, all-powerful, omnipresent. Shiva himself may be having 1,000 qualities. You may be describing only 3 qualities. But that 3 qualities, whatever incompletions you have about that 3 qualities, if you complete and drop them, don't think only that 3 qualities will open up in you. It will open the floodgates where all the qualities of Mahadeva will start expressing through you. Because, listen to this logic. There is a huge dam. There are now dams which is 1 kilometer length. In the modern day, even 20 kilometer length dams we are building. Even if it is 1 kilometer length dam, to release the whole flood water, you don't need to break the whole 1 kilometer dam. Just poke one hole into the dam. One hole is enough. The whole flood will destroy the dam and come out. Same way, if you poke one hole into your thick ignorance, the apasmara, in your thick forgetfulness, understand, there is a beautiful Upanishad in our Vedic tradition where the Guru was asked by a disciple. The disciple asked the Guru, why don't you initiate everyone into the great truth of Advaita? You are the ultimate. Guru says people won't understand. Disciple says, no. You are not that graceful. You discriminate. The Guru says, all right, sit next to me. He makes him sit. He calls all the demons, asuras, and gives them the Advaita Upadesa. You are the ultimate. Immediately, they went back to the Asura Loka and declared that we are everything. Eat, drink, be merry, and destroy everybody else. He calls the human beings. He says, you are the ultimate. Gives them the Advaita Upadesa. They jump into the planet Earth and say, we are the ultimate, come on, enjoy, have pleasure. Pleasure is life. Pleasing the body is the goal. He calls the matured beings and says, you are the ultimate. They sit in samadhi and get enlightened. Understand, sometimes the same truth, if you don't live it with authenticity, can be dangerous. If you live with authenticity, one truth is enough to completely make you enlightened. The truth about death, either it can make you more and more dharmic and enlightened, or it can make you more and more greedy and lusty. You can say, anyhow I am going to die, why unnecessarily waste the life? Let me meditate and become enlightened. You can also say, anyhow I am going to die, why waste life? Come on, let's drink, womanize, be in pleasure. Same truth. With authenticity works in a different way. Without authenticity works in a different way. Without authenticity, you are the ultimate can make you demon. Without authenticity, the spiritual strength or the spiritual teaching which is given to you can make you demon. Only with authenticity it makes you enlightened. Understand? The basic quality for life is authenticity. The first and foremost quality for the life to start in you is authenticity. So describe what is your inner image, elaborate, detailed way, and describe what is your outer image in an elaborate, detailed way, how you want to project you. Describe others' image, how people should perceive you. Describe the life image, how you want to experience life and others. Describe all these four elaborately, because as elaborately as you describe, it will be easy for you to find the incompletions. Because from today you are going to enter into the next step. Till today morning I have given you the time to finish the completion with the whole teamily. Listen, today's homework I am describing. From today, next few days, you will, actually today itself you should complete in a very detailed way your inner image, outer image, others' image, life image, and circulate with your teamily, and your each person in your teamily should suggest what all the incompletions you have to complete to achieve this identity, this authentic identity. Listen, I am giving you an example. For example, if you describe all-knowing is my inner image. So now, the incompletions you are having is your ignorance. Why you entertain ignorance? ignorance is always made to look cute in the name of innocence, which is not right. But society, to keep you under its control, celebrates your ignorant side. Please understand. Whenever I walk into Gurukul, the first thing I'll remind them is, your ignorance is not celebrated here. One kid, all the time she will be confused whether to be here or go back to the house. And she will always think, I'll tolerate her ignorance. I'll say, no, now tell. Do you want to be here or go back? You can go back immediately. Now I will call your parents and send you back. She will say, no, I don't want to. See, as a child itself, you should not entertain this dilemma, which is the root of ignorance. In our Gurukul, dilemma should never be allowed or celebrated. Even if you make the decision, you are going back, it's great. Decide, because decision moves the wheel of life. Indecisiveness keeps you stuck. Feeling stuck is adharma, moving is dharma. Anywhere in the life when you feel stuck, it is adharma. Whether you are a kid or grown up, ignorance should not be celebrated. So you will have to find all the roots of the ignorance in you and complete with them. If you declare yourself as all compassionate, always for all compassionate, then you will have to be finding out all the incompletions like anger, violence, and complete with them. So the teamily, each one in the teamily will help the other persons to find their incompletions based on their declaration. So today, from today onwards, within next few days, you should send your declaration about your inner image, outer image, others' image and life image to your whole teamily. And please understand, in your teamily, if you have 21 people, other than you it will be 20, means you will have to study the declarations of each one, spend time on it, put your intelligence on it and help the person to discover all the incompletions they have to achieve this identity, to reach this identity. Understand? First time ever on the planet Earth, such a massive mass level awakening process is happening. Understand? Advaita was always a solo game. First time becoming a rock band. It was always a solo game. A flute in the remote forest, or a veena in the innermost sanctuary of the temple, or a mild string instrument in some corner. Understand, first time it is becoming chorus lifestyle. I am disproving the theory of mass awakening is not possible. I am happening for mass awakening. Understand? I am making the process as simple as it can be and as powerful as it should be, as truthful as it is, as simple as it can be, as powerful as it should be, as truthful as it is. So from today, next few days the homework is, you will send a detailed, authentic description about your inner image, outer image, others' image and life image. I'll describe these technical terms once more. Inner image is the idea you carry about you. Outer image is the idea you project about you to others. Life image is the way you perceive others and life. Others' image is how others perceive you, for which you are responsible. Pen down these four as elaborately as possible. Send it to me in the Facebook wall. Again, I am seeing few people inboxing me, saying that they are not able to put it in my wall. Please understand, my settings are open and anyone can put anything on my wall. That's why I kept my settings. See, I am a philosophy-based being. I am not geography-based being. Understand? Philosophy-based beings will always be open and democratic. That is why I am saying, Bharat is not just geography, it is philosophy. Wherever Bharat is lived, it is Bharat. Wherever Bharat is lived, it is Bharat. We are not a geography-based religion. We are a philosophy-based religion. We are not a geography-based lifestyle. We are a philosophy-based lifestyle. Of course, I strongly wanted to defend geography also. I don't want the geography to be lost. But I wanted all the nationalists to know, just defending geography is protecting the body by holding the breath of the man. If you hold the breath of the man and defend him, you will have only dead body. Just defending geography is not going to be useful in any way. Defend geography and philosophy. I am an open democratic being. Anybody can post in my wall. So don't inbox me. Send your message. Send your authenticity, definitions to my Facebook and circulate it to your teamily. whoever you chose as your team lead, and ask them to guide you to complete with all the incompletions and align yourself to authenticity. Align yourself to authenticity. Please listen. From today, next few days, this should be the homework. You should also help every person in your team to find out their inauthenticities and incompletions. You should also get the help of your team members to find your inauthenticities and incompletions. I bless you all. Let you all radiate with integrity, authenticity, responsibility, enriching and causing eternal bliss. Nithyananda. Thank you.
Nithyananda Dhyana Peetham, Nithyananda Nagar.